in the Center for Creative Change. And this article was the very first reading in this master's program. That is the beginning of where I took my own work out of Western European science and context or container and put it into Indigenous Science context or container. Because also in the whole systems design literature, there's a concept called community of practice. And I recognize that this is something that I had been doing my whole life. That is the oral tradition that is not published in Western literature, the study with the authentic Tachiti and Kia'ani medicine people, specifically my own father, Anselm Davis Sr. from Lukachukai, Arizona. These medicine people of that era, and many of them did not speak any English whatsoever. They had no concept of hierarchy, patriarchy, or matriarchy, patriarchy. They had no concept or context of understanding the English language. And so I accessed from the beginning with my own father this community of practice and documented my work my whole life from especially age 8 when he initiated me in an all-night ceremony and gave me the task that put me on this path of creating opportunities to be visible to educate the general public. And thereafter, I focused on emphasizing making this accessible and simplified it for the general public. And so this article, Wayfinding in the New Sun by Pamela Colorado, who was earning her doctorate at Harvard, was the acceptable reference for my individualized master's degree in whole systems design or systems theory at that time during 3 years of graduate work. And I reference it because I recognize Hanson Ashley, a Navajo medicine person who I knew, and I commented at the beginning of this article that Hanson Ashley knew my father. We knew him. I knew him. We all knew each other in the Diné ceremonial setting and environment, which I will say in the Diné Bazad, the holy people's language and sacred words of ceremonial of our ceremonies. We call this specifically Deegan it's calling the holy people. The holy people is Deegan. Deegan Aze Be Nahaga. And I would say that I'm describing, not actually translating a spiritual concept, but describing the holy people's medicine ways for living the living way, and that is for good health and our spiritual well-being. That is how I could simplify it into English and describe it for the general public, because we need to understand our spiritual identity in order to make decisions that are for the benefit of the collective. And I call that collective conscience, or we say eholzen, holy thinking, ado alele and sahakes, which is the miracle power of our our holy thinking, although in Saha case is clear and congruent thinking.